Okay, y'all, Randy back. Just thought I'd do a short video here. Hadn't been a lot of work done on the 55 since the last video, but been a change of plans. What I decided to do was, after looking at this thing, and I'll show y'all, how it's put together, but after looking at this thing and thinking about it, I decided not to cut the car up outside. Got to looking at this thing, got to looking at that one, and that one out there, more than likely, it's the same age as this car. More than likely, down in between those panels where I can't see, there's probably rust. So I figured if I cut that thing apart, cut it all up on the back, and then can't use the parts, I'm just kind of messing that car up. So here's what I decided. On these places down in here, here it is right here. This piece here, that was rusted off in here. There's 3 layers to this. There's the outside panel, there's the floor pan, and then there's that brace that goes all the way across. And this is up in there. Those vice grips are in the way, let me move them. This is up in here like this, up in there. Well, I was trying to figure out how I was going to cut it, how I was going to clean it up, how I was going to put it back together. All 3 panels. So what I decided to do was bite the bullet, go ahead and buy this piece for the corner here, the patch panel. Go ahead and buy it for both sides, and I went ahead and cut this out to get this out, to go ahead and cut this out. But now I'm waiting on these pieces. I ordered them from Jegs, and they sent me an email that they were out of stock. I called them. They said they didn't know when they were going to get them, so I had them refund, and I went to Eckler. They had them. They're supposed to ship them out today. So anyway, I've got those coming. Then where I get them, I'll be able to cut this. This is part of it. I'll be able to cut this right up through here off, and that'll give me a lot better access to this right in here to do a better job, to get in there and fix it like it should be fixed. And 2, by using those panels, they were $100 a piece. By using those patch panels, everything will be new from here over to the tail pan, and the same on the other side. I know, I said before it was a couple $100, but I just looked at it, scratched my head, and tried to figure out the best way to do it, and that's just what I came up with. I could have put several pieces together and patched it up and all that stuff, but I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. There's a lot of rust right in here, and I wanted to get rid of it. So that's what I decided to do. And as you can see, I've got the back part of the floor pan. I've got it cut off here. I've got that brace slid up in place about where it needs to go. And that's another thing. All I'm going to have to replace is just this back section of the floor pan. So I've been trying to figure out how I was going to do that, how I was going to put it together. And as of now, what I figured that I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this floor pan, the old part, back right along the edge of these spot weld holes, all the way down to here. I'm not going to take the latch off I'm gonna leave it connected to the old floor, which is good metal up under there. I'm just gonna cut it down here, come around here, go back up, and trim it all the way down to these spot welds. That way I can cinch it up tight, these two pieces, this floor, old floor pan and this, and I can use these spot welds to weld it to the brace up under, all the way down. Then I'm gonna cut this floor pan, the new one, I'm gonna cut it off along this line right here, and then step down and cut it right along the line. Then I can take that new piece and lay it right over the top of this and weld it right in this corner all the way down. Now I'll be able to clean it up, grind it, and it'll look good. Plus it'll be overlapping. I feel like that'll be a stronger way to do it, rather than to cut it along here and then try to butt weld it. Anyway, that's my plan. I've still got a lot of cleaning to do. I need to brush all this stuff down, treat it, put some etching primer on it, and get it ready to put back together. But I've taken this tail pan and put it up here and closed the trunk down, and it seems to have the right contour to fit to the trunk. And I'm sure that those new pieces on the end here, all that stuff is made to fit together. It'll just make it a lot easier and a lot more well, a lot simpler for me to put it all back together. This is my first time doing this, and like I say, I like to peel it apart and, you know, just ease up on it and make sure that I'm not cutting way back too far, that I can go in and replace everything. And this inside panel, this is the piece off of this side. This inside panel, it comes around and it meets up with the tail pan back here, and it closes that out. It seals it off. And this lip right here crimps around the inner panel here, and then they're spot welded along. But anyway, that's what I'm looking at. So I'm waiting on those panels. As soon as I get them back, I'll be able to put the whole thing together. But what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to go ahead and trim this off here. Like I said, I'll take this piece back out. Of course, you know, you got all these pieces going together. You got to make sure they're clean. You got to make sure that you can weld on them. You don't want this black paint on there, because it'll make the weld spatter and everything else. So that's what I'm going to do, is start just cleaning this stuff up and getting this cut off, getting the new tail pan cut, and get it to where it's ready to go together. I should have these pieces maybe by Saturday. 3 or 4 days I should have both of those pieces, and I'll be able to put it all together and be done with it. And another thing that I wanted to mention is whenever I cut this out here, these quarters, you could see them move. There was a little tension on these pieces back here, so it's going to affect my gap right here. So I'm going to try to put something in here against this inner panel from both sides, so that I can put pressure on this and set it and move it, you know, and hold it while I put all this back together, so that my gap here won't be so close on the trunk lid. That's another thing that whenever I made a final cut here somewhere, and wherever I did, I seen this thing twitch, move a little bit. So anyway, I got a lot of work to do here, a lot of cleaning, and but y'all let me know what you think about how I'm going to do this here. Like I said, I'm going to weld this old floor to this brace through these old spot welds, and it'll be trimmed right here. And then I'm going to overlap the new panel right over that, you know, grind those welds down, make sure all that's smooth, and just overlap it up into that corner, and that's where I'll weld it solid there to put the new one on. But anyway, I'll let that be it for this video. Just a short video to let y'all know where I'm at, what I'm doing. This is not all I do. I had a lot of other stuff this week that I had to tend to, and that's why I'm kind of falling behind on this video. But I have been piddling on it, you know, just a little bit, but kind of waiting on those corner pieces. All right, well, y'all leave a comment and let me know what you think about what I got going on, and let me know if you know, if there's something else I could do, something different that you might think would work better. Let me know. I appreciate all your comments. A lot of them, you know, are helpful, and a lot of them I use them, you know, suggestions that y'all have. So leave me a comment, leave me a like, and click that subscribe button, and help me out. I appreciate all y'all, and we'll see y'all next time.